What a great feeling, wasn't it? To see the 72ers all together and to get the win. It was a nail biter. It wasn't the way anyone would hope it would go. But in the end, the victory was there to help the celebration, make it a wonderful thing. And also for the 2022 Dolphins to get themselves back on track, to be 4-3 in a division that's looking tough. Jets 5-2, Bills at the top of the division, Patriots right now they're going to play Monday night and they could end up being 4-3. This is a very tough division and the Dolphins needed this win. But I knew it was going to be tough. I knew it was going to be hard. And amazing things happen. Noah, he had 2 good plays last week. He had about 3 good plays this week. There were some bad ones, but he was the guy to seal the deal. Back-to-back picks on drives. One from Holland, which you expect. And then to seal the deal, Noah with an excellent pick and toe tap for the touchdown. It was a wild night. It opened up and I thought it was just going to be a blowout. I was getting ready to relax and then things kind of changed. But that's okay. We're going to get into the tape. We'll talk about what's going on. I'll do the tape in a week, but I just want to really get it nailed down what went on. There was good. There was bad. There was some ugly with the loss of Brandon Jones, which looks like it's going to be a long-term thing. Another injury. It just feels like there's a lot of injuries this year, guys. But overall, things did head in the right direction. There's a string of easy, quote-unquote, games. So, anyway, before I get into all that, I want to give a shout-out to you guys for stopping by. It's good. It's good. It's good to have Tua come back and get this win. It's good to have my man Terron back and get this win. So, thank you all for stopping by. The likes, the subscribes, the views, of course, the comments. Just want to give a shout out to Ace Per Head, my sponsor, because without you guys and without them, the show ain't going down. Ace Per Head's betting software is the premier white label platform for bookies to manage their players and grow their sportsbook operation. Click the link in the description below to get set up in minutes. Ask for the Curtis promo and get a special introductory discount. It's going to take a little to break down exactly what happened. I'm going to try to get into the main aspects and the flow of the game. Tua opened up so hot. It was really looking like this was going to be something else, but it really didn't end up like that for the entire night. It wasn't all on Tua. The run game didn't get going the way I said it needed to really take this win. And honestly, we probably should have lost this game. There was a lot of things breaking our way. 3 or 4 drop picks by the Steelers. Really critical. I'll get into all that. But Tua, he ran hard. He had some excellent throws. But this offense doesn't seem to be consistent enough. And, you're going to want to blame Tua. And he had some off throws, but figure he missed a couple of games. There were some drops. Edmonds, man, he's got terrible hands. He should not be involved in any pass catching. And I think Gaskin is missing his opportunity here because he is an excellent receiver. I think he clearly should get more carries, more catches. And Mostert, excellent. But the problem is, it's not really him. It's the run game. We had some exterior runs and a couple inside, but mostly exterior. And then it kind of got clamped down. And I think it's the lack of a running game, a consistent run game that really allows defenses to play us in certain ways to kind of, make this an inconsistent offense. I got to watch the way the Steelers did it because the Steelers, they did an excellent job. I tip my hat to the Steelers, to Tomlin, to the staff, to the players. They're not as talented as we are as far as amassing a talent and in the right window. They got a rookie quarterback, and they made this a game because they just, and it was like somewhere in like the early second quarter where they started making adjustments on offense and defense, and it really turned things around. Now, early on, there was that pick. That's another thing that kind of went on. Is that we got that pick. It was pass interference by the corner, but no one's going to get that. It was such a blur. It happens. It wasn't a missed call. It was clearly pass interference, but stuff like that happens all the time, and guys miss it. It went our way, thankfully, but that was a nice big move for us. I think it was the 72ers and Don Shula up there coming down, giving us a little boost, a little bit of luck. Minka, though, he started coming in really showing what that guy could do. That hit on Mostert, that inside pass 2 yards before the end zone, he got blasted, and Minka lined him up and did it perfect. Wasn't a cheap shot, wasn't a hit to the knees, wasn't a hit to the head. It was as good a football hit as I've ever seen. Give credit Mostert for taking that shot. But then he came back. He had the pass deflection on Gesicki, which was a critical play. Gesicki, though, had that drop. He had an okay game, but that drop in the end zone, right through his hands, that could have really turned things around too. So while some things went for us as far as, luck, quote unquote, we had some easy things that were dropped early on that could have changed the dynamics of the game and the way it was heading, and that definitely was one of them. Now, Noah, obviously, the pick at the end of the game was massive. Pickens, he had a really good day. This guy's going to be a good quarterback. It's pretty clear, but he was sloppy on a couple of them. He had the one pick that I said was pass interference. There was another one was not a good pass to throw. And then he had that last one at the end. I mean, he had the Holland one, which wasn't a good throw, but he kind of got put into that because of the penalties, which that really, I thought we were going to lose. I had that. It just was so bad. They were driving down for that score, and then they got that penalty, and it all went downhill. But that last pick to him that Noah got, I give Noah credit because that was an unbelievable pick, but it was a terrible, terrible throw. Now, Noah had a really good peel-off early on for a first down. He was in zone coverage, and he peeled off his guy to get the outlet pass, and it was a real nice play. And I tie that in to last week's two plays, and then the interception at the end of the game. It offers hope. Now, there was a lot of getting beat, and the look on his face sometimes was a little shell shock, but he hung in there. And we're going to get a big dose of Noah to really see what this kid's about. And, this is a good kid, comes from a good family. He's had a tough go at the NFL, and it's great to see anybody who's in that dumps part of their life to have this moment. This is his moment. Even if somehow it doesn't work out and he doesn't make himself a long-term player, this is something him and his family will celebrate forever. Now, I do think there's an opportunity. His coaches, Madison and Surtain, they're helping him out, and I do see growth. And this is a big, big deal. Now, that second half, I said Steelers made the adjustments, and at the end of that first half, Pickens had that nice throw. Noah got beat, and then Noah got beat for the touchdown. But that touchdown that Noah got beat for, that was, I don't know many guys who could have made that. There's some things he could have done. I got to go back and check in the old 22. He got beat for that touchdown, but that was a tough one. That was a beautiful pass, good play by the receiver. And that was a nice third down and 12 or something run by Pickens. And then we get the ball back, and we're driving down the field, and I didn't like how he closed out the half. We had the full start by Eichenberg, and then we ran the clock down low, and it was a terrible delay of game penalty. And then, we ended up getting the 3 points, but I'm starting to see some cracks in McDaniel, in his coaching. There's some flaws that I'm seeing. There's a little bit of turbulence of a rookie coach. And it was very smooth to start, but there was things throughout. Later on, when he went for that 4th down and 3, I didn't like that. He should have kicked the field goal. It would have been over. So he's really aggressive, and I think maybe he's got to start thinking more long-term, not just be ultra-aggressive. And I'm seeing some mismanagement of time, and I've got to see him make adjustments for what defenses are doing to his offense. But the next couple of games, he's going to have more opportunity to refine his skills and sharpen his skills to show us what he's about. So far, it's been good. But these things, if we didn't see these things, it would have been amazing. But there is some chinks in his arm. Let's see how he handles that. Now, sloppy Steelers, that was the theme that really helped us out. Key penalties, interceptions. And it was a shame in that third quarter on just like a little run to see Brandon Jones get injured. And you could feel when Feldheim came in, when Brandon Jones left, this defense kind of started sagging big time. And it looks like Brandon Jones might be out for a long time. And this guy is so important. He plays such a critical aspect of the blitz and run stop, and he can come in and play a little bit of pass coverage and allows us to do so much stuff. We are desperate to get Jones back. He's got to get back soon. We need bodies. I'm happy to see Noah there, but Byron Jones, man, he needs to get back. We need some bodies. Kohu, I got to see how he played. Overall, the secondary played pretty well, but without Brandon Jones and Rowe playing pretty poorly, we are a little thin. Now, we had good run defense for the most of the night, and I expected that. It was good to see it. We gave up a couple of runs. We were in position to lose the game, but the defense overall, considering all the hits that they've taken, they played pretty well. And Phillips, he showed up a couple of times with pass rush, even on the run stop. So there is a level of growth in key aspects from key players. And this is why we have to be patient in our evaluation. It would have been great to blow out this team, but they're a tough team. I've said it since the preseason. This is a well-run organization. This is a good win, but we still have to see more because the top teams are not going to play this poorly. They're going to do better, and we're going to have to be better. So, Pickens, he had that illegal shift at the end. Holland picks. Noah picks. Seals a deal. We're 4-3. Noah gets his moment. We get off 4-3. The 72s get their time. It's not all happy times. There is some concerns for the season and long term. Offensive line did some good work tonight. Some problems in the run game. But my man, Terron made such a difference. I mean, they were talking about it, so it's not just me saying Tua and Terron. What are you saying? It's Tua. No, it's Tua and Terron. Terron alters everything. If this guy can play all the way to the end of the season like he did tonight, he sprung several big runs. He was key on pass blocking all night and allowing the protection to shift right, which was massive. Eichenberg played pretty well. Shell played pretty well. McDaniel called a lot of stuff up to get that ball out quick, but that offensive line played a little bit better. They didn't have Watt, and that would have changed things, but I was proud of this offensive line. And again, my man Terron is the foundation of this offensive line. And where this offensive line goes, this team goes. It's going to get a little bit harder as the season goes on. More injuries. We'll see how teams adapt to McDaniel's offense. But I have to say, we're going to get a string of wins after this. I think we're going to go on a long string of wins into that bye week, and then we're going to get to see what this team is made of. If we lose any more than one game over the next 4 games or whatever it is, that 4 games before the playoffs, before the bye week, then we should have some concern. But I would definitely say we're going to be 8-4 at worst. And that's a nice position to be in, guys. We're on track for the playoffs. Anyway, it was a nail biter. It was a nail biter. Let's see how it plays out. Get into the tape. Curtis saying, thanks for stopping by. Talk to you soon. Go Fins. I can sleep well. What a wonderful, wonderful night. Start building your own online sportsbook today by getting signed up with aceperhead.com service that'll allow you to book action on sports from all around the world.